Yeah, I'm not engaged anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry, what?
What?
So what happened?
I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
Can't take that back. What happened, for God's sake?
You know, this gay thing and that gay thing.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
He was saying that you was gay.
Come on, man. I'm a straight gangster, man. That been in my hood. He know what's happening with me.
How you doing? Wait, big don't.
My bad. Look,
Got the whole fam.
Have you ever looked at someone's life from the outside and thought they had it all figured out, only to discover they were carrying more pain than anyone realized?
So tell me what's poppin'. Y'all get married?
Of course.
Okay.
I've been in love with her for 20 years.
You never told me.
I was expecting, but I had to go with your.
You never told.
For years, fans have watched Toni Braxton rise, fall, fight back, and rise again. They have seen the awards, the hit songs, the glamorous red carpets, and the unforgettable performances. But behind all of that success was a woman dealing with heartbreak, financial struggles, serious health problems, family tragedies, and constant public scrutiny.
You rented this whole place?
Yeah.
No one else is here but us?
That's all right with you?
I love it.
Now, at 57 years old, Toni Braxton is finally speaking more openly about the reality of her life. And in many ways, she's confirming what fans have suspected for years.
So tell me what's poppin'. Y'all get married?
Of course.
Okay.
I've been in love with her for 20 years.
You never told me.
I was expecting, but I had to go with your.
You never told.
The truth isn't about a shocking secret relationship or a hidden scandal. It's something much deeper. It's the fact that behind the fame and success was a woman who spent decades fighting battles most people never knew existed.
He doesn't like people knowing about him, and I always tell him, babe, you need to change the narrative, because people don't know the gentle side. He's really a gentle giant. I don't think people know that.
And honestly, when you hear everything she's been through, it's hard not to see her story in a completely different way. Toni Braxton's journey began long before she became one of the most recognizable voices in R&B.
Get on the radio and won't be funny or something, but
Right.
know what's happening with me, man. Google me, man. Watch what come up.
Yeah.
Straight.
She grew up in a strict household alongside her siblings, dreaming of a future that seemed almost impossible. Like many young artists, she had big dreams, but no guarantee that those dreams would ever become reality. Then, everything changed. Once her music career took off, it happened fast. Hit songs, sold-out performances, awards, television appearances. Suddenly, Toni Braxton was everywhere.
Oh, this gay thing and that gay thing.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
He was saying that you was gay.
Come on, man. I'm a straight gangster, man. That been in my hood. He know what's happening.
Her powerful voice and emotional delivery connected with millions of people around the world. To fans, it looked like she was living the perfect life. But what nobody saw was the pressure that came with that success. The music industry can be brutal. One day you're on top of the world, and the next day people are questioning whether you'll ever have another hit. Every move gets criticized. Every mistake becomes a headline. For Toni, that pressure only continued to grow.
The social media, how they take it, bruh, and how they try to make it, you know, even with them trying to make it the...
Then came one of the biggest shocks of her career. Despite being a successful recording artist with hit records and worldwide fame, she found herself facing serious financial problems.
It's just like somebody hitting somebody on the ass. You know what I'm saying? When they playing basketball, that don't mean they get...
Many fans couldn't understand it. How could someone who sold millions of records end up struggling financially? The headlines were everywhere. People judged her. People laughed. People assumed she simply wasted her money. But the reality was much more complicated.
Now, knowing that what I know now, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, we can't, you know what I'm saying, even do no like that, because...
Toni later spoke about how difficult that period was. Not only was she dealing with financial stress, but she was also carrying the emotional burden of seeing her reputation questioned in public. Imagine working your entire life to build a career and then watching people reduce your story to a few negative headlines.
Couple has called off their upcoming wedding. Speculation ramped up when Birdman updated his Instagram story, writing, "It's over." The rapper later deleted the post and scrubbed his entire...
That kind of pain doesn't disappear overnight. And unfortunately, that wasn't even the hardest challenge she would face. What nobody expected was that health issues would become one of the biggest battles of her life. When Toni was diagnosed with lupus, everything changed. Suddenly, the woman who spent years performing on stage and entertaining millions had to focus on something far more important: survival.
Happy.
I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
Can't take that back. What happened, for God's sake?
Lupus is not a condition that simply goes away. It affects every part of a person's life: their energy, their emotions, their plans for the future, their ability to work, their ability to feel normal.
I'm not engaged anymore.
I'm sorry, what?
For Toni, the diagnosis forced her to rethink everything. There were moments when she didn't know what the future would look like. There were moments when fear became impossible to ignore.
Braxton also removed every picture from her Instagram. The 51-year-old then posted a single picture of herself in a red dress, writing, "Starting a new chapter isn't always an easy..."
And yet, she kept going. She kept performing. She kept working. She kept showing up for her fans.
He broke?
Broke.
Like broke.
Like, no money.
No money. Like net worth what?
Negative.
That's one of the reasons so many people respect her today. Because while the public saw a superstar, she was quietly fighting battles behind the scenes. But here's where the story becomes even more emotional.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware. When you had Gucci silverware and baby grand pianos, and you're used to wearing $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000.
The struggles weren't limited to her career or health. Her personal life brought its own heartbreak. Over the years, Toni experienced relationship challenges that played out in front of the entire world.
Take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%.
100%.
How did that happen?
Because I allowed all my finances to become everyone else's.
Whenever a celebrity relationship becomes public, everyone suddenly has an opinion. Fans speculate, blogs create stories, social media turns personal moments into entertainment, and Toni experienced all of it. Every breakup became news. Every relationship became a topic of discussion. Every public appearance created new rumors.
I said I would consider getting naked for Hugh Hefner / Playboy, not for just any person who has a camera. Who does?
For years, people focused on who she was dating rather than what she was going through emotionally. And that's something many celebrities talk about. The public often sees the headlines, but rarely sees the human being behind them.
Doctors told me that I would never be able to perform. I sang 1 or 2 songs here and there occasionally.
Then came another heartbreaking chapter, the loss of loved ones. Anyone who has lost a family member understands that grief changes you forever. No amount of fame can protect someone from that pain. No amount of money can make it easier. When tragedy touches a family, everything else suddenly feels less important. And for Toni, those losses left emotional scars that still affect her today.
The Vegas show, I just renewed all my contracts with all my vendors. And then a month later, I got sick.
People often assume celebrities recover quickly because they continue appearing on television or social media. But grief doesn't work that way. You can smile for a camera while your heart is breaking. You can attend events while struggling emotionally. You can appear strong while feeling completely exhausted inside.
That makes people think.
But some of the things you read aren't true, because I heard that I owned a BMW too, and I don't own a BMW. But I cared what my audience thought about.
And that seems to be one of the biggest truths Toni Braxton has revealed throughout the years. Strength doesn't mean you're never hurting. Strength means continuing even when you are. But here's the twist.
Many fans spent years wondering why Toni always seemed so resilient, why she kept getting back up after every setback.
I've been living with lupus for more than 15 years now, and I've had some serious health complications, including now it's starting to affect my kidney.
Why she refused to let difficult circumstances define her. The answer appears to be surprisingly simple. She never allowed herself to become a victim of her circumstances. That's not to say she wasn't hurt. She was. That's not to say she wasn't scared. She was. That's not to say she didn't struggle, because she absolutely did.
My sister Tracy, she loves when it snows, and she died that morning when it was actually pouring down snow in Virginia. So my sister's now a snowflake.
But instead of letting those experiences destroy her, she used them as fuel to keep moving forward. That mindset became one of the defining characteristics of her life. And now, at 57 years old, she's reaching a point where she's reflecting on everything she's survived. The financial crises.
It was a tough year. She was optimistic. She was hopeful that she was going to get better. Actually, she had a lot more time than they initially said. She had another 6 months.
The health scares, the family losses, the relationship disappointments, the public criticism, the endless pressure. When you put it all together, it's honestly remarkable that she continued standing. Many people would have given up. Many people would have disappeared from public life. Many people would have allowed bitterness to take over.
We got to savor that moment with her and talk and laugh and giggle, and all my sisters and I, my parents, we all rallied together, and my brother, and we were in the DC area, and we were just there all the time.
Toni didn't. Instead, she kept rebuilding again and again. And maybe that's what she's truly confirming now. Not some shocking secret, not some hidden scandal, not some mystery fans have spent years trying to solve. What she's confirming is that life was much harder than most people realized. The glamorous image the public saw was only part of the story.
My husband became my boyfriend.
Right.
And we were attempting to salvage the relationship again. And we dated for a good year and a half, almost 2 years after we got a divorce, like immediately.
Behind that image was a woman carrying enormous responsibilities and enormous pain, and yet she never stopped fighting. That's why her story resonates with so many people, because it isn't really about celebrity anymore. It's about resilience. It's about survival. It's about finding a way to keep going when life keeps knocking you down. Millions of people can relate to that. Maybe not the fame, maybe not the awards, maybe not the spotlight, but definitely the struggle.
Did the kids know you were dating?
I don't think the kids knew we were divorced.
Oh.
Definitely the heartbreak. Definitely the fear of not knowing what comes next. And that's why Toni Braxton's story continues to inspire people today. At 57 years old, she's living proof that success doesn't mean a life without problems. It means refusing to let those problems define you. As we look back on everything she's endured, one thing becomes clear. The strongest part of Toni Braxton was never her voice. It was her determination.
She thinks God gave her 11-year-old son autism as a punishment for an abortion she had.
Because while fans admired the music, the real story was happening behind the scenes. A woman facing challenge after challenge and somehow finding the strength to keep moving forward. And maybe that's the lesson her journey leaves us with. You never truly know what someone is carrying. The person smiling in public may be fighting a private battle. The person who looks successful may be struggling emotionally.
The person everyone admires may be trying to survive one difficult day at a time. Toni Braxton's life reminds us that resilience is often invisible, and perhaps that's why her story continues to connect with people around the world, because in the end, her greatest achievement wasn't becoming a superstar, it was surviving everything that tried to break her. If her journey proves anything, it's that setbacks don't have to be the end of the story. Sometimes they're just another chapter. And for Toni Braxton, the story is still being written. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next story. Let us know in the comments what part of Toni's journey inspired you the most, and we'll see you in the next video.